right, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Too Sweet to Delete. We are Too Sweet to Delete, here to review the Elimination Chamber 2017, the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, only available on the network. It is me, Pete the Savage, joined by the maniacal one, Jason the Dingo, Gurgalicious, and our young lion, Shea J Styles. So just to go quickly through the show, we got to kick the show off. Not going to cover any of the pre-show matches, that or whatever was on there. No big deal. Becky Lynch against Mickie James in the first match, just kind of a blow-off to the whole La Luchadora thing, because Mickie James was La Luchadora, cost her the title, cost her the wins. So they had a nice little match. They're both solid veterans. No big mistakes or anything, just kind of a nice match. Becky ended up winning clean and just takes a nice win for a babyface win. The next match we have down was Dolph Ziggler in a handicap match against Apollo Crews and Kalisto. And beginning of the match, beginning of the match, Ziggler attacks Kalisto, throws him into the stage board, knocks out a TV, and then pretty much just has a basic singles match against Apollo Crews for the whole time. Kalisto does hobble out there, jumps in as a tag, and they end up beating Ziggler, although he does have a total heel meltdown and beats them down with chairs after. So who knows where that is going with anything.
Right.
It's difficult to try to put over guys like guys like Apollo Crews and Kalisto that just don't really have any following it quite
just
yet.
Nothing.
They don't have anything right now.
Chemistry, just no.
They're great in the ring. They're both great athletes and they're both hard workers. But it's just
are they?
They don't. They
really?
are. They're both really good in the ring, especially Crews.
Especially Crews. I go Kalisto.
Oh no, they're both good.
So
Krulisto. So the next match we have down was Nikki Bella versus Natalya in this weird rivalry that just seems like a giant plug for Total Bellas and Total Divas. The whole angle of like, oh, if you weren't so beautiful, then John Cena would want to marry me, and like all this silly stuff made no sense. They end up brawling into a double count out, aka the Duggan special. Yes, and maniacal Bojack over here did not enjoy that. So yeah, double count out. They ended up showing them later on in the show still brawling all over the arena and not being able to solve anything. So after that, we had the tag.
Why wasn't that the pre-show?
I have no idea. They decided to put Mojo Rawley and Hawkins on the pre-show. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. So the tag team turmoil match was after that. American Alpha ended up taking it with what happened was they ended up losing to the Usos. They beat the Usos, and the Usos go crazy, beat them down, and then basically are handing the Ascension the tag titles. The Ascension comes out there, hits their finisher on Jason Jordan. He miraculously kicks out. They have a couple more minutes in there, and they end up American Alpha ends up stealing the gold back, retaining their titles. And it was actually a pretty cool, tag team turmoil matches. They have a cool concept. You eliminate a team and a new team comes out. That's all it is. Exactly.
The roster is just not there.
Exactly.
The roster is just.
Yeah, in this match you had
looks good on paper.
Yeah, Heath Slater and Rhino. You've got the Usos, you've got Ascension, you've got the Vaudevillains, and you've got American Alpha, and it's just like, what exactly? And the Fashion Police, Breezango. So it's like, what exactly? Like you said, the roster might not be quite there. The next match, which was the co-main event, which is one that we were all really interested in seeing, was Randy Orton, the most recent Royal Rumble winner and the guaranteed headliner at WrestleMania, facing Luke Harper, who's been recently freed from the powers of the Wyatt family. He had cut a passionate promo about how he was upset that Randy Orton had stolen his family away from him, and that there was no more. Now he has to kind of cut the head off the snake, so to speak.
No, I think where this needs to lead is Rowan coming back and backing Harper. Rowan coming back, backing Harper, taking on Orton. Oh, but then there's the. We'll get later what happened.
Right, exactly.
We're being attacked by Mothra.
Being attacked by Mothra down here on the east side of feudal East Las Vegas, as we are all samurais here. So Orton versus Harper, nice match. Harper hit his tope suicida, He had a nice drop kick. He had some top rope maneuvers. He's probably the most agile big man they have in the company. Orton being Orton, obviously had his own thing going on. He had the back suplex on the announce table, power slam reversal outside. Really cool finish where Harper had a great hope spot. Hit 3 super kicks in a row or 2 super kicks in a row.
Yeah.
And looked like he was going to. He hit the Brody bomb, his old school indie finisher, which is just like the Batista bomb, like a sit out pinning bomb. So, I mean, it's great to see him kind of pull his indie moves back out. But in the end, Harper ended up taking the match with one single RKO. How do you guys feel about that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, I would have loved to have seen Harper go over. Of course, but you're not going to beat the guy who's going to main event WrestleMania.
Right. The very first event after Royal Rumble, the guy takes the Rumble. You can't have him beat by a guy that's the only storyline, right? And what is the theory here from Bojack?
Hey, man, if you're too sweet to delete, you can't be beat.
Oh, that is true. Too sweet.
Too sweet.
So, if we could, as we have a guest here, Dingo, you want to jump in here since he was not here to watch the entirety of the event, but he was here to watch the Elimination Chamber, the main event match. Pretty exciting stuff. What'd you guys think overall of the Elimination Chamber? What would you give it as far as on the Meltzer 5-star system?
I originally said 5. I'll pop back in here real quick. I originally said 5. Later we talked about it real quick, seconds later, we pretty much agreed, 4 or 5?
4.5, I would say 4. So, it was actually really funny because Gurkalicious actually chose the order as it was happening with the random selections.
Would you expect anything else?
Look, here we get Dingo still coming in for the win. What's up, brother? How you doing? Too sweet. Nice move. Pearl Harbor attack. You actually chose the order as it was happening. I could have just, I was guessing randomly.
I was going,
but you were going based on storyline and stuff. So. Yeah. So in the end, we had as far as the eliminations went, Baron Corbin eliminated first on a simple roll up. He was he hit everybody with his finisher. He was looking real dominant, and then the Miz pod opened. And he was trying to get the Miz to come out there and face him. And who was it? Ambrose got the elimination with the roll-up?
Yeah.
Schoolboy roll-ups? Yeah. You had an interesting thought on schoolboy roll-ups. What's the thought on that, Dingo?
They need to get rid of that stuff.
Yeah, see, like we were saying earlier, I understand if it's a small package pin or La Maestra Cradle or one of the really more difficult to pins to get out of. But schoolboy, just you reach between the guy and you just hold him down. It doesn't seem like seems like a really weak way to beat a guy that's strong like Baron Corbin, right? You agree, maniacal Bojack? Yes, too sweet.
All you got to do is pin your ear to your shoulder.
And your shoulder's already off the mat. So Corbin was out despite being super dominant, and he of course threw a fit, kind of beat some people up on the way out. Dean Ambrose was then eliminated next, correct? By who was it? Was it
The Miz?
And it was The Miz because during Corbin's fit of rage, he hit Ambrose with the End of Days. He was going crazy. He hit his finisher several times. He was beating people down, and he left the ring. And The Miz, as soon as the cage closed again, The Miz jumped out of the pod, went down for a pin, 1, 2, 3, and eliminated Ambrose in a very cheap, good chicken heel way, old school heel stuff. The Miz has always kind of been a heel lately over the last several years, and he's the best heel in the business they have right now. Although I will say for the record, I think Neville's had the best heel turn so far, because it's better than what they've done with Ziggler so far. Although Ziggler did look pretty tough, beating both guys down with the chair after. So The Miz was then eliminated, what was it, by Cena, I want to say, maybe? There was all types of stuff going on. Yeah, Cena was hitting AAs left and right.
Cena eliminates The Miz.
Yes, and Miz had hit Bray Wyatt on the apron of the Elimination Chamber with the skull-crushing finale. So Wyatt was selling for a while. AJ had taken a vicious twisting suplex by Ambrose that was on the apron. We thought that he was almost out cold just because not only was he selling for so long, but just any time they went to that wide top angle, he was just laying there like there was a chalk outline around his body. So it was really difficult. What was interesting was that normally there's a grate on that platform, which is like built flush to the ring, so there's no like brawling, to the side of the ring. It's just even. So it's like all on the platforms are all equal to the ring. You just have to go through the ropes and you're still standing on the same level. But there was mats on these grates. So it was not the typical grate. Maybe because they were going to take some high spots. Some guys fell off the pods. AJ and Cena were climbing up halfway up the elimination chamber. Safety first. Although it did look just fine on TV when you get up close on those spots, or you get close in trying to watch a guy sell as Dingo escapes. You're trying to watch a guy sell on the outside and lay there. It looks like he's just kind of laying on like a few blankets in a pod. Right? Back at it with the Lion. All right. Hey, buddy. Welcome back. So Cena and AJ and Bray are the final three. Cena was then eliminated by Bray Wyatt, who he countered an AA attempt and just reached right over Sister Abigail. Didn't even give him the kiss on the forehead. Just
gave it to him raw.
You gave it to him raw, not like a gentleman. Just a quick Sister Abigail bam right into the mat.
Because it was pointless for you to have that belt for 2 weeks.
Cena, of course, his 16th title reign has already come to an end after only 2 weeks. However, they have built something for WrestleMania, possibly even more stuff with him and AJ, just because they went at it for the majority of the match.
Yeah, well, John Cena enjoyed doing your TV show.
John Cena does have a very successful reality TV show called American Grit. Make sure you check it out on Fox because that's why he'll be gone for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
So now it comes down to AJ and Bray. There's some really good counter stuff. AJ hits the Pele kick. Goes for
great chemistry.
Really good chemistry. Goes for another move. Bray ducks through and just hits him with a vicious clothesline. Looked like he absolutely tore his head right off. AJ went for the 450 splash, which he hit a bit low on Bray. So it looked at first like Bray was attempting to counter it, but it actually just the way it hit him. AJ hit the 450, and at one point it really looked like AJ was just going to take it no matter what. We were hoping for Bray, even though AJ is too sweet and he's one of our fearless leaders of the Bullet Club. It was great to see Bray go over, and he hits a very quick, clean, crisp Sister Abigail, and it was just the way AJ sold it. Looked like he got his head driven right through the mat. It was vicious. So, what are your thoughts on Bray as champion?
Way to go. They finally got something right. They got something right for a change.
He's deserved it for a long time. I'll agree on that. One thing we were all disappointed in, we thought he was going to be able to get the mic after the match.
But
instead, no. What they do is they go to a camera cut of Randy Orton standing out on the entrance ramp because now that is the WrestleMania main event. Bray Wyatt is the champion of the SmackDown brand, which is the old heavyweight title. And that's who Orton is going to be facing at WrestleMania. So
they didn't have to do a promo. I mean, think about it. Just wait until SmackDown.
That's true, because Bray's promo on SmackDown is going to be great. The anticipation of it is going to be good. This was the final pay-per-view for SmackDown before WrestleMania, so we are going to get Fastlane from Monday Night Raw's brand, and hopefully we'll see where that goes. That's just another thing. Mania is they're trying to make it big every year and make it bigger and bigger, but you can't really outdo yourself. As long as the matches are good, we always really agree. Last year's Mania, we talked about it before. The only really great stellar match on that card that night was the women's triple threat. The women's triple threat. Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte tore the house down. Obviously, spot of the night would have been Shane jumping off the Hell in a Cell. But overall, that show was just somewhat
the birth of Shitty Mania.
Yeah, it was a tough one. It was a tough one.
It's a hide your head kind of mania.
Yeah. So it's going to be anxious to see. Raw is actually going to be here in our hometown in Vegas. I'm not going to be going to the show. I don't know if you are. Are you?
I don't know yet.
Okay, so it's actually tomorrow going to be, or by the time you see this today, it's the Super Friend episode with Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho hosting it.
Not.
Yeah.
Probably not going to go.
Probably not going to go then.
No, it might kind of boring.
Wow. So
pay-per-view.
There's only a few weeks left until everything culminates at WrestleMania.
SmackDown, I'll be there in a heartpight.
SmackDown on Tuesday is going to be great. Bray is there. We all want it. We're anxious to hear.
Bojack wouldn't be in character if Bray wasn't champion.
Yes.
This is a long time coming.
This is a shoot right here.
Yes.
The maniacal one, putting on his mask, putting on his true identity for you as the new champion. So anyway, yeah, looking forward to a couple more events. Make sure that you check us out, guys, on Facebook at Too Sweet to Delete, YouTube, Too Sweet to Delete. Check out Big Valley Wrestling on YouTube. You can check out some commentary from us. You can check out some really great matches from a local Vegas promotion. So just want to throw those guys out there. This has been Too Sweet to Delete. Elimination Chamber 2017 in the books. Really anxious to see the reign of Bray begin. Do not get deleted, my friends.